Patriots one. Finds his guy, Antonio Brown. AD gets in.
How is he that open? How?
So open. He was audible with it. And there's Brady pointing. Alex Smith couldn't go. Did not muster the strength. Too injured. So Taylor Heineke comes in. Heineke's ducking, making a move, rolling left, 3rd and 5, dive for that end zone. Heineke.
Impressivo.
Heineke was awesome. Chase Young points him. That's his name. Get it right. Quit messing up the pronunciation. Leonard Fournette. Ronald Jones, right before the game, ruled out, inactive, couldn't go. Fournette played well. Touchdown Buccaneers. Didn't look flawless by any means, but they do win 31-23, and they advance to play the Saints this weekend.
Rams at my Seahawks. Yes, you got Walford there. He didn't stay in the game too much longer. Got hit from Jamal Adams right there. Sustained a little bit of a stinger. Neck hurt right there. Jared Goff, who had a bad thumb, couldn't really grip the ball like he wanted to. Back in the game. Frustrations from DK Metcalf. Okay. Going in motion here. Very much what the Seahawks like to do when the receivers are struggling. Interception. Bad pass.
Bad pass.
Bad pass, bad play call. Very excited, Sean McVay. Russell Wilson and the Seahawks try to claw their way back. Russell Wilson with some time.
That's just all
Scramble drill.
I mean,
that's how you get DK Metcalf open.
There might be one other quarterback in the league who can do that.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
Very much unbelievable. Throwing the ball from different angles. Cam Akers had a game. This Rams offensive line gave it to the Seahawks defensive front. Aaron Donald got a little banged up in this game. Little rib injury right there. I actually think he got hurt on the play before on a double team. But he seemed to be all right. Seemed to be back there next week. Punt here. Seahawks try to get it, and no fumble. You know, if we're showing a special teams play is either a touchdown return or a fumble. Seahawks, bad play there. Jared Goff, play action pass. Bobby Trees, wide open.
Wow.
Great play design by Sean McVay. Here is Russell Wilson on the team's offensive struggles.
They did a pretty good job up front, obviously. You know, they got to me a few times, and, you know, I think that for us, we just didn't play our best game. We weren't on our stuff as much as we needed to be, and we kept battling. You know, that's the thing about us. We kept battling to the end of the game. So it felt like we still had a chance. And, you know, it was a tough matchup for, you know, us. We didn't play great today.
What a weird Seahawks team. Won the division. They were so great offensively to start the season, better defensively in the second half of the season,
Great
never quite pulled it together at the same time. Shriggs, I think two things can be true. Seattle didn't show up way too talented to play the way they did this weekend. And also, the defense for the Rams looked awesome.
Yeah, it looked awesome. And we're going to talk about Aaron Donald all week because I think he fractured a rib. That's what they're saying. And I think for Aaron Donald, that might feel like us fracturing a pinky nail. You know, like he's like, I'm going to play. Like, I'm good. But the other guy is Jalen Ramsey. All week, we talked about Jalen versus Metcalf and how Metcalf has done nothing against Jalen all season. And guess what? It happened again. Jalen Ramsey was incredible on Saturday. DK Metcalf couldn't get going. He was targeted 6 times against Ramsey, 3 catches, 33 yards. I'll go one further here. Jalen Ramsey absolutely shut down DeAndre Hopkins the week earlier. Jalen Ramsey, they traded 2 first-round picks for Jalen Ramsey, and a lot of us in the media were like, what are the Rams doing? Why would you trade 2 first-round picks for a malcontent? That first-round pick was a guy named Kayvon Chason for the Jaguars, and it's going to be a 24th pick or worse for the Jaguars. I think they'll take Jalen Ramsey 10 out of 10 over whatever the Jaguars end up getting with those 2 first-round picks. Jalen Ramsey is an eraser, and when you can erase the team's best wide receiver, it gives you a chance to do a lot of other things. They're playing the Packers next week. And do you know who they're playing against? Devontae Adams. Do you know the big problem with the Packers? When you don't have Adams available, you've got to rely on a bunch of other guys who might not be even on the same stratosphere. Jalen Ramsey can erase Devontae Adams just like he erased DK Metcalf and erased DeAndre Hopkins. It makes the Rams a very tough out. Jalen Ramsey, That might have been the best trade we've seen in the NFL in the last 10 years.
Spicy.
Or Devontae works him next week. We don't know.
Possible.
All week to talk about it. But I just, listen, we talk about DK Metcalf a lot on this show, and there's this sense of there's nothing he can't do. Unbelievably blessed and talented and huge. He plays defense, he plays offense. He didn't have it yesterday. And the image that you take away from this game is him on the sideline screaming, pissed. Can't do anything. This is midway through the second quarter. He had no catches. To Peter's point, Jalen Ramsey's wearing him out. And sometimes we talk about DK Metcalf in the context of, is he one of the best? Is he tier one? Stephon Diggs went nuts yesterday. Devontae Adams will have his turn next week. Like, DK, it wasn't it. And if you're the guy and you're the future and you're the truth, I still thought he was going to run him down in that play, but he didn't. Did not have the day. And then to Peter's point earlier, you bark, you scream on the sideline, and then they run a dumb play that is telegraphed, and Mike has said they've run before in the scene against an easy pick six. Not a great day for DK Metcalf or Russell Wilson. And to put a cap on it, as Kay said, it was one of the strangest seasons I've ever seen by any team.
So weird.
Our offense is great, our defense sucks. Our offense sucks, our defense is incredible. And they couldn't decide. They didn't have the identity, and they just got worked by a team that started a backup quarterback and then an injured guy.
They got to make some adjustments, don't they, Schrags?
Yeah.
What went wrong here?
I don't know. You look at Brian Schottenheimer and Ken Norton. Like, are those guys the coordinators for the future? I don't know, Mike.
Well, I know we got to go here shortly, but the Seahawks have had an identity problem all season.
Yeah.
They had no counter punches. DK Metcalf is upset is because the defense is showing one thing, and you can't keep throwing the ball deep if the defense is not going to let you catch the ball deep. We'll get into it here pretty soon. I know they count down in my ear. I don't want to go over
They
my time.
averaged 22.8 points a game over the second half of the year, and they put up 40 on the Jets. So it tells you just how badly that offense, that talented offense, struggled to end the year. Okay, up next, Baker and the Browns and Taki were dominant in Pittsburgh. Now they're going to Kansas City. What will it take for Cleveland to pull off another upset? We'll talk about it.
Bills hosting their first playoff game in 8,779 days.
Don't make it sound so long.
They had 6,700 fans there. Josh Allen early in this one. Second and goal. I'm going to run it. No, I'm going to throw it. Amazing play.
That's so dope.
Touchdown. It's so hard to stop Josh Allen when he's up like that because you can't bring him down and he can still throw. All right, here we go. 10-7. Big decision here from Frank Reich. Fourth and goal. A field goal puts him up 6. Instead, Rivers is going to go for it, and at the outstretched hands of Pittman, he had the ball. Drops it right being very aggressive in this game throughout. Going for it for 2 points a lot of times here. Interesting decision making. They were aggressive.
Tackle Josh Allen.
Josh Allen capitalizes. They would drive all the way back downfield with Gabriel Davis with about 3 toe drag swags. And Allen gets in the end zone. 14-10 going into the third quarter. Fourth quarter, the Bills expand the league at 17-10. And this is the pass.
Don't blitz them. You're 1 on the outside. Got to at least cover their top receiver.
Led the league in receptions, receiving yards, would have more than 100 and a touchdown in this one.
Jackson?
Cole Beasley fired up that wasn't Michael Jackson, smooth criminal. Here comes Rivers, though. 1st and 10, they would not go away. Jack Doyle's open, touchdown.
Rules.
Colts fought here. Blankenship would make a field goal. We're in this game. Colts all the way to the fourth quarter, 4th and 11. We need one more Hail Mary. Now, early in the season, they put Brissett in for a Hail Mary. That would have not been very dignified for Rivers. Maybe the last pass of his career, we don't know. Doesn't quite get it to the end zone. Hail Mary knocked down by Micah Hyde. We learned from the Hail Murray. We're not going to let this thing go any other way.
Look at the tears. I love it.
Fans crying. They waited 8,779 days for a playoff game. They get another one in 6 days. Here we go.
In the snow, apparently.
In the snow. It's supposed to be bad weather on Saturday night.
It was over 210,000 hours since their last playoff.
That's awesome. Bills finally getting that win. Congratulations, Bills fans. And congratulations, Josh Allen. After a bad playoff performance last year, gets the win this year.
Bills pick up their first playoff win since 1995, guys. They're 11-3 at home. It is supposed to snow. It's supposed to be pretty ugly there as they welcome the Ravens to town. That one is Saturday night at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. That one is on NBC. What impressed you most, M-Rob, about this game of your squad, which I know you're so excited about?
Well, I mean, first of all, a lot of things impressed me, but you can't talk about the Buffalo Bills without talking about the quarterback, Josh Allen.
Yep.
I mean, yes, everybody talks about the completion percentage and all of those things, but the way that this kid in this game responded to adversity, he never really got down on himself. There were some bad plays. He had some bad plays and that you thought that last year he would, kind of turn into a really bad play. but he fought back, right? He led the team in rushing with 54 yards, threw for over 320-something yards. I mean, there's not a tough pass on the football field for Josh Allen. He can make every single throw, and I think Brian Daboll, offensive coordinator, does a great job of trusting Josh Allen and doing the things that he does well. Empty, he's the only guy in the shotgun, and him just putting the ball anywhere he wants to on the field. You blitz him, he beats you with his arm. If you cover everybody, he runs the football. So I just don't see how you defend a Josh Allen when he's on. Now, if he's not making great decisions and things like that, you have a chance. I just love what I'm seeing out of Josh Allen right now.
I love it too, and he was incredible. There's one thing I don't love, and there was a terrifying cameo in this game. For the last calendar year since the Bills lost the Houston Texans, we've talked about this character named Sugar High Josh Allen. And this is a Josh Allen whereby on the sideline has sweet tarts and spree, and he just gets in the sugar high and he's trying to make every play and he's loudly. Blah, blah, blah. At the end of the game, Sugar High Josh Allen came out. And let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the last play for the Bills on this day. The last play for the Bills offense. He's going to try to break 16 different tackles. One, he breaks that one, now another one, and then he fumbles, and the Colts are ready to scoop and score.
Thank God.
Oh, my God. Your heart was in your throat. This is, Mike, you hit it a little bit. This is him trying to do too much. And listen, he almost gave this game away. If they scoop and score that, which they easily could have, it's the most infamous play since Norwood. It's the worst play ever. So, listen, you got away with it. It is the most clutch fumble recovery I can think of. But, oh, my God, Sugar High Josh Allen was back. There was fun dip on the sideline. Josh, I thought this guy was gone. Peter, you talked about him a lot last week. The laterals and the craziness. He's been